It's Mark, W7 MVP. Just kind of going over how I power my ham radios. I'm not pushing any massive wattage with my radio, so I don't need, you know, a 30 watt or a 30 amp power supply. So I use old batteries. These are my old batteries. I replace a battery in a car probably once every 4 years. Instead of getting the $10 core charge, I keep the battery. And what I've heard, and I don't know if this is true, is that usually when these batteries, unless a cell dies on it, but it's one thing, but I'm not waiting for these batteries to die. I'm replacing them as a maintenance. So, and what I hear is what they lose is their cranking amps, and I don't know that is for sure, but that's what I've heard, and it makes sense to me. So I don't need the cranking amps, and all I'm running off of it is a mobile radio. So these work well. It's good for you know, a prepper, power outages. One of the things that with let's see, Amron, is that it is about communications in emergency situations. So the power goes down, and basically they learn how to teach you how to relay from county to county, city to city, so you can broadcast news and things like that. I was trying to find it on the internet, but if you look up Amron, it's AMRRON, and maybe look under Channel 3 Project, you'll find some stuff on it, and it will tell when the local nets are. So usually every Thursday or Friday they'll have a check-in, and the check-ins are basically you can do it on your ham radio, your GMRS, your CB, or FERS radio. They have it in 30-minute increments, and what they do is they'll check in, give them your call sign, or you can check in on the internet, tell them that you heard them, and basically they say, hey, if an emergency would happen, you can come here. Somebody's monitoring. The whole bunch of people like me and other people around that don't know anything else to do with their ham radios, they leave them on and do it. But sidetrack, sorry. So basically what I did, I've got this battery tender, and I maintain these batteries. I rotate it on there every week. I'll leave the maintainer on there for a week, and then just cycle through the batteries. So when I get a battery, I buy one of these cables like that. You can give it a Harbor Freight for, I don't know, $5. They've got a fuse on it. They're easy to plug in. Like this one right now, that's on it. This one up here is on it. And there's multiple different types. There's the bolt on, the clamp on. Like right now, this is an old battery that was in our John boat, ran a trolling motor. And it's just good to keep your batteries maintained. It's a great way to power it. Power supply, a cheap one is $100. And I always look at that, and I started to buy one. I said, well, if the power goes down, my power supply is no good. So why not just keep batteries conditioned, keep them going, and I'll be ready. Also, hey, I don't know, I'm not a big beer drinker, but I just tried this. It's from Wallace, Idaho. It's 1910 black lager. It's commemorating the big fire of 1910. Burned down all of North Idaho. That's where Pulaski was. I don't know, all you firefighters, if you know what a Pulaski is. That came about from this fire. And if you ever get a chance, get the book called The Big Burn. It's really cool. A lot of history in it, especially if you're a firefighter or wildland firefighter, you'll enjoy it. That's it for me. W7 MVP signing off, 73s. I appreciate it. Thanks, guys.